on the race course. At the starting line, decorative oar, brown house, aligners poles on the other side. You'll be locked onto the stake boats, heading down the race course from start to finish line.
Lane 1 is on the left, marked between the shore and the buoys.
Lane 2 is in the center, and we'll take the center arch of the bridge. Lane 3 is to the right, and we'll take the right arch on the bridge. We're going to head right down lane 2. Be able to start after your starting sequence to get a point on the bridge. Try to line up the abutments, head for the appropriate arch. Lane 1 to the left, lane 2 center, lane 3 on the right. We're coming up on the first 250 meters. Again, there's an orange buoy, and on the right hand shore there is a pole to mark the 250 meter mark. In lane 1, you do need to be a little bit careful. It's shallow by the birdhouse, so you don't want to be too close to shore. There is a little marker in the water there. Coming up on the 500 meter mark, again, there's an orange buoy in the water. There's a bright blue house on shore, which is helpful to see from further away. And on the right hand shore, 2 poles, okay, that indicate when you've crossed that 500 when they line up. Aiming for the bridge. Again, the bridge is about 900 meters down. You can now clearly see the 3 arches. Lane 1 to the left, lane 2 center, lane 3 to the right. Following the bridge is a turn. You can start to make out those orange buoys past the turn. What you want to do is try to get your oars as close to the buoy as you can without actually hitting it, okay, or crossing the shell over that buoy. So coming up on the turn, and again marking the buoy, making the turn, and setting the sight on the next bridge. Here's a 1,000 meter pole right before the inlet island. Got to look backwards for that other pole. And then sighting towards the bridge. Again, lane 1 goes through shore and the small arch of the bridge. Lane 2 and 3 share the large double arch in the bridge. As you get up to the bridge, you should be able to start sighting the orange buoys that mark the 1,500 meter mark. There is a slight turn here. The orange ball on the wire overhead marks the center of the inlet. All lanes go between 2 buoys. The lane 1, okay, goes between 2 buoys, lane 2, and lane 3. No boat should be going between 1 buoy and shore. Everyone should be traveling between 2 buoys to the 1,500 meter mark. As you come around the 1,500 meter mark, you're going to swing your point over. There's a large willow tree on the shore near the boatyard. That's a good point. And again, 4 buoys mark the finish line. Always traveling between 2 buoys. That's a little bit better point right there on that large willow tree. Once you come past the Cornell Boathouse, all right, past the bay, okay, there's a tree that's sort of horizontal here, a stump at the end of that bay. That's about 250 meters to go. And again, sighting the buoys at the finish line, pointing towards that willow tree. On shore, there will be a finish line flag. It'll be on your left-hand shore. It'll be near the finish line poles, which we can't make out right now, but there'll be a flag, a big red flag on this shore. It will go down for the first crew to cross, up for the second crew to cross, and down again when the third crew crosses. There are the finish line poles. Two finish line poles there, and that's where the flag person will be standing. When you finish, you can proceed out into the outer inlet, paddling easily. The referee should check to make sure you are okay. When you've completed your warm down, spin around, and when you go back to the boathouse again, you're not going to row on the course. You're going to stay just off of lane 3, stay off of the course, and continue in a counterclockwise pattern. Again, from here to the boathouse, this is the area where crews are coming in and coming out, and it's tight, so please be careful and keep safety as your #1 concern.